Have you noticed yourself feeling more tired than usual lately? Do your legs start to tremble after just a few steps on the stairs? Or does even getting out of bed in the morning feel increasingly difficult? These seemingly minor issues may, in fact, be early warning signs that your muscles are gradually deteriorating. According to the American Geriatric Society, more than 30% of adults over the age of 60 suffer from sarcopenia, a silent but dangerous condition that causes progressive muscle loss. Left unchecked, it doesn't just take away strength and mobility, but also robs individuals of their independence, potentially leaving them bedridden and dependent on others for the simplest tasks. Even more alarming, just one fall in someone with weak muscles can increase the risk of death by up to 5 times. Muscle decline is also strongly linked to chronic illnesses such as Alzheimer's disease, cardiovascular problems, and type 2 diabetes. Yet, what most people don't realize is that some of the fruits they consume daily may actually be doing little to help, or worse, may accelerate the decline. On the other hand, the right choices can serve as natural protectors, strengthening the body and preserving vitality well into old age. That is why understanding which fruits to add to your diet could be the key to safeguarding your health, energy, and independence for years to come. After learning how dangerous muscle loss can be as we age, the natural question becomes, what can we actually do about it? Medications and supplements are often the first things people think of, but nature already provides powerful solutions that can strengthen muscles, reduce inflammation, and keep the body resilient. Surprisingly, some of the simplest fruits we pass by in the grocery store hold the key to preserving independence and vitality well into later years. Let's begin with one that many people underestimate. It may not look glamorous, and it's often tucked away on a shelf reserved for old-fashioned snacks. Yet, this humble fruit has been scientifically proven to support muscle strength, bone health, and energy levels, making it one of the most valuable allies for anyone over 60. This is precisely why prunes, so often dismissed as nothing more than a digestive remedy, deserve recognition as one of the most underrated superfoods for aging muscles. These chewy, dark fruits are far more powerful than they appear, offering a unique combination of nutrients that directly support strength, flexibility, and long-term independence. According to USDA data, 100 grams of prunes provide approximately 732 mg of potassium, a remarkable amount of this essential mineral. Potassium is crucial for proper nerve transmission and smooth muscle contraction, helping to prevent the painful cramps and spasms that many people experience more frequently after age 60. But the benefits don't stop there. Prunes are also loaded with phenolic compounds, natural antioxidants that combat chronic inflammation, which is now recognized as one of the primary culprits behind age-related muscle decline. To top it off, prunes are an excellent source of vitamin K, a nutrient that strengthens bones, preserves density, and lowers the risk of fractures, a critical advantage for older adults, since even a minor fall can sometimes trigger a life-changing health setback. Scientific research backs this up. A study from Tufts University found that consistent potassium intake may reduce the risk of muscle weakness in older adults by up to 33%. That means something as simple as eating a few prunes daily could make the difference between struggling with fatigue and maintaining the ability to walk, climb stairs, or enjoy favorite activities with confidence. Take, for example, the story of Margaret Thompson, a 68-year-old retired librarian from Des Moines, Iowa. Margaret had always been fairly active, but in recent years, she began noticing more nighttime leg cramps, stiffness in the mornings, and a general sense of fatigue after even short errands. "I thought it was just part of getting old," she admitted. But when her doctor suggested adding potassium-rich foods to her diet, Margaret's daughter introduced her to a simple daily habit: eating 3 to 4 prunes. At first, she wasn't convinced. Prunes reminded her of her grandmother's pantry more than a modern health solution. Still, she began slicing them into her morning oatmeal and occasionally blending them into a smoothie with Greek yogurt. Within 6 weeks, Margaret noticed remarkable changes. Her nighttime cramps had nearly disappeared, and her energy levels were noticeably higher. She was able to walk around Grays Lake Park for 30 minutes without stopping, something she hadn't done comfortably in years. "It feels like I've gotten a piece of my life back," she said with a smile. The best part is that incorporating prunes is incredibly easy. Just 25–30 grams per day, around 3 or 4 fruits, are enough to deliver meaningful results. They can be enjoyed straight from the package, chopped into a salad for a touch of sweetness, or paired with nuts for a satisfying afternoon snack. For an extra boost, try soaking prunes in filtered water overnight and drinking the liquid along with the softened fruit in the morning. This practice not only supports digestion, which often slows with age, but also enhances the antioxidant effects of the fruit. While they may appear humble on the outside, prunes are nutritional powerhouses that can help older adults preserve muscle strength, protect bone health, and maintain energy levels. In a world where independence often depends on mobility, a small daily habit like eating prunes could mean the difference between relying on others and continuing to live life on your own terms. Sometimes the smallest fruits carry the biggest secrets to aging well. After discovering how something as unassuming as prunes can protect muscles and boost vitality, you might wonder what other everyday fruits could have equally powerful effects. The good news is that nature doesn't stop with one solution. In fact, some of the most common fruits we snack on casually can provide remarkable support for aging muscles. One of them is often found in lunchboxes, picnic baskets, and supermarket produce aisles across the country. Small, sweet, and easy to pop into your mouth, these little gems may hold more muscle-protecting power than you ever imagined. Red grapes are more than just a refreshing snack or the base ingredient for wine. These bite-sized fruits are packed with resveratrol, a powerful plant-based antioxidant that helps shield delicate muscle fibers from oxidative stress and cellular damage. This is crucial because oxidative stress is one of the silent culprits behind age-related muscle decline. By reducing it, resveratrol not only protects tissues but also supports regeneration and repair, helping older adults maintain strength and endurance. But resveratrol isn't the only advantage red grapes offer. Their skins are rich in flavonoids, plant compounds known to combat low-level chronic inflammation. Left unchecked, this type of inflammation slowly erodes muscle mass, diminishes mobility, and increases fatigue. By incorporating red grapes into a daily routine, older adults can give their bodies natural protection against the gradual weakening that so often accompanies aging. Scientific research highlights just how significant this effect can be. A study from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, found that consuming roughly 200 grams of red grapes daily, about 1 large cup, can enhance the body's antioxidant defenses and slow muscle decline by as much as 20% in adults over 60. Furthermore, resveratrol has been shown to boost mitochondrial function. Since mitochondria are the power plants of our cells, better mitochondrial health translates to improved energy production, stamina, and muscle performance in everyday activities. Consider the story of James Miller, a 72-year-old retired firefighter living in Sacramento, California. For decades, James was strong, active, and proud of his independence. But after turning 70, he began noticing that climbing the stairs in his home left him unusually winded, and even short walks with his dog became tiring. His doctor explained that age-related muscle decline was a normal process, but James wasn't ready to accept losing the vitality he had always valued. At the suggestion of a nutritionist, James began adding a large handful of red grapes to his daily diet. Sometimes he ate them fresh as a mid-morning snack. Other times, he tossed them into salads with walnuts and goat cheese. On hot afternoons, he even froze them and enjoyed them as a cool, naturally sweet treat. Within 3 months, James noticed he had more energy on his daily walks, and his legs no longer felt as heavy when climbing stairs. "It was like flipping a switch," he said. I didn't think something as simple as grapes could make a difference, but I feel like I've gained back years of energy. The best way to maximize these benefits is to choose red grapes with thicker skins, since they contain more flavonoids and antioxidants. Don't discard the seeds either. Resveratrol is often concentrated inside them. Chewing the seeds, even though they can be slightly bitter, adds extra potency to the fruit's muscle-supporting power. Practical ways to enjoy red grapes include tossing them into fresh salads with nuts for added healthy fats, blending them into smoothies, or enjoying them frozen as a refreshing summer snack. When paired with protein or healthy fats such as cheese or nuts, the nutrients in grapes are absorbed even more effectively, amplifying their benefits. In the end, red grapes are not just a sweet indulgence. They're a simple, accessible, and delicious way to protect aging muscles, reduce inflammation, and keep energy levels strong. Much like prunes, they prove that sometimes the most ordinary fruits can be extraordinary allies in the fight against age-related muscle loss. After learning how red grapes can support muscle strength with their rich supply of antioxidants, you may be surprised to discover that the next powerful ally for aging muscles isn't a sweet fruit at all, but a small, flavorful pepper often enjoyed as an appetizer in Spanish cuisine. Though tiny in size, these peppers carry a surprisingly big punch when it comes to promoting blood circulation, reducing inflammation, and protecting muscles from the effects of aging. At first glance, padron peppers may not seem like much. They are small, green, and often served blistered with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of salt. But beneath their mild flavor lies an impressive nutrient profile that can make a real difference for older adults aiming to maintain strength and mobility. According to data from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, 100 grams of padron peppers provide around 120 mg of vitamin C, which is more than 130% of the daily requirement for most adults over 50. Vitamin C isn't just about immune support. It's a critical antioxidant that protects muscle cells from oxidative damage and plays a direct role in collagen synthesis. Collagen is essential for maintaining muscle elasticity, resilience, and healing capacity, all crucial for staying strong and active with age. Along with vitamin C, padron peppers contain capsaicin, the natural compound responsible for their occasional burst of heat. Capsaicin boosts blood circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients reach muscle tissue more efficiently. Better circulation means muscles recover faster from strain, maintain greater endurance, and perform more effectively during daily activities. Together, these nutrients make padron peppers a muscle-friendly powerhouse. By protecting cells, reducing chronic inflammation, and improving nutrient delivery, they help slow down the processes that typically lead to age-related muscle loss. The story of Robert Sanchez. Take the story of Robert Sanchez, a 66-year-old retired construction worker from San Antonio, Texas. After decades of physical labor, Robert had always been strong, but he noticed his recovery time slowing dramatically as he aged. A simple day of gardening or a short round of golf left him feeling sore and fatigued for days. During a family trip to Spain, Robert discovered padron peppers while dining at a small tapas bar in Madrid. He enjoyed them so much that when he returned home, he began looking for ways to incorporate them into his diet. Luckily, his local farmers market occasionally carried them fresh. Robert started cooking 5 to 6 padron peppers 3 times a week, lightly sautéed in extra virgin olive oil. Within a few months, Robert noticed significant changes. His muscle soreness after yard work lessened, and he felt stronger during his daily walks with his wife. His doctor even noted improvements in his blood pressure, which Robert attributed in part to his healthier eating habits. "I didn't expect something as small as a pepper to make such a difference," he said, "but I feel more energetic, less stiff, and more like my younger self again." How to maximize the benefits. The beauty of padron peppers is that they are easy to prepare and pair well with other healthy ingredients. Cooking them gently in extra virgin olive oil not only enhances their flavor, but also improves the absorption of their fat-soluble nutrients. For an added boost, sprinkle a pinch of turmeric while cooking. Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory compound that works synergistically with vitamin C and capsaicin to protect muscles and support tissue regeneration. Incorporating this dish 2 to 3 times per week can give older adults a consistent supply of muscle-supporting nutrients while also adding variety and flavor to their meals. The Mediterranean-style preparation not only benefits muscles, but also supports overall heart health, making it a well-rounded choice for longevity. A simple habit with lasting impact. The lesson of padron peppers is clear. Protecting your muscles doesn't always require drastic changes. Sometimes it's about adopting small, sustainable habits that provide long-term benefits. By choosing foods that deliver antioxidants, promote circulation, and reduce inflammation, older adults can build resilience against the natural challenges of aging. Though padron peppers are not as commonly found in every grocery store as prunes or grapes, many specialty stores and farmers markets carry them, and they can even be grown in home gardens in warmer climates. For those who discover them, these little peppers can quickly become a favorite not just for their taste, but for the way they help preserve strength and independence. Padron peppers remind us that powerful nutrition often comes in unexpected forms. By incorporating them into your weekly meals, you're not only adding flavor and variety to your diet, but also giving your muscles the tools they need to stay strong and flexible well into your senior years. When it comes to superfoods for muscle health, most people think of common fruits like berries, bananas, or oranges. Yet, tucked away in the forests of the Pacific Northwest is a little-known treasure that has been quietly nourishing communities for generations. The arbutus berry, also known in the United States as the madrone berry. With their bright red color and tart sweet flavor, these wild berries are not just visually striking, they're also packed with nutrients that make them a powerful ally for preserving muscle strength and mobility, especially as we age. Nutrient powerhouse in a small package. What makes madrone berries so special is their unique nutritional profile. They are incredibly rich in tannins, flavonoids, and vitamin C, a trio of compounds that work together to fight inflammation, protect muscle fibers, and accelerate recovery after exercise or strain. According to USDA data, 100 grams of arbutus berries can provide up to 250 milligrams of vitamin C, which is more than twice the amount found in the same serving of oranges. For adults over 50, this is a game changer. Vitamin C is essential not just for immune health, but also for collagen production, which keeps muscles elastic and resilient. Flavonoids improve circulation and blood vessel strength, ensuring that muscles receive adequate oxygen and nutrients. Tannins, often recognized for their antioxidant effects, help slow the body's natural breakdown of muscle tissue. Together, these nutrients make madrone berries a natural defense against age-related muscle weakness, stiffness, and fatigue. Consider the experience of Linda Parker, a 63-year-old retired school teacher living near Portland, Oregon. Linda had always enjoyed hiking in the lush trails of the Columbia River Gorge, but over time, she noticed her stamina waning. After just a few miles, her legs felt heavy, and muscle soreness lingered far longer than before. She feared she might have to give up one of her favorite pastimes. One autumn, during a community nature walk, Linda was introduced to madrone berries by a local forager. Intrigued, she began incorporating 4 to 5 fresh arbutus berries into her daily diet. Sometimes she ate them straight as a snack, while other times she blended them with yogurt and a sprinkle of ginger after her walks. Within just 2 months, Linda felt a noticeable difference. Her recovery time improved, her legs felt less stiff, and she was able to extend her hikes again. "It felt like I got a second wind," she said. "The berries gave me the strength to keep doing what I love." Practical ways to use madrone berries. For those lucky enough to live in areas where madrone trees grow, these berries can be foraged fresh, but they can also be found in some farmers' markets or purchased dried. Adding just a small handful each day, around 4 to 5 berries, can deliver a meaningful antioxidant boost. Here are a few easy ways to enjoy them. Snack. Eat them fresh or dried as a tart pick-me-up. Breakfast spread. Make a sugar-free fruit spread with madrone berries to spread over whole grain toast. Post-exercise recovery. Mix them into unsweetened yogurt with a pinch of ground ginger for a muscle-soothing treat. Smoothie blend. Combine madrone berries with spinach and almond milk for a nutrient-rich shake. For a creative twist, try simmering them into a compote with a dash of cinnamon. This not only enhances their flavor, but also adds another layer of anti-inflammatory benefits. Why they're worth seeking out. Unlike grapes or kiwis, madrone berries aren't widely available in most grocery stores, but their health benefits make them worth the effort to find, whether through local markets, foraging, or even planting a tree if you live in the right climate. For older adults seeking natural ways to maintain strength and energy, madrone berries offer a simple, holistic option with benefits far beyond their small size. Madrone berries may not have the fame of blueberries or the sweetness of grapes, but they are one of nature's hidden gems for healthy aging. By incorporating them into your routine, you can nourish your muscles, support your circulation, and give your body the resilience it needs to stay active and independent well into your golden years. At first glance, the golden kiwi doesn't look all that different from its green cousin. Slightly smoother skin, a brighter flesh, and a sweeter taste. That's what most people notice. But beneath that golden surface lies a nutrient profile so powerful that it has earned yellow kiwi a reputation as one of the most effective fruits for preserving muscle health, especially as we grow older. For anyone seeking a natural, delicious way to support strength, energy, and mobility, this small fruit might just be a golden ticket. Why yellow kiwi stands out. While green kiwi is already considered a nutritious fruit, the yellow variety takes it to another level. According to the USDA National Nutrient Database, 100 grams of yellow kiwi contains about 161 mg of vitamin C, nearly 180% of the daily requirement for adults over 50, and almost double the vitamin C content of green kiwi. Vitamin C is critical for muscle repair and recovery because it aids in collagen production. Collagen keeps muscles flexible and resilient while also protecting connective tissues. Without enough of it, muscles become more prone to stiffness and injury. But yellow kiwi has another secret weapon, actinidin, a natural enzyme that improves protein digestion. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at breaking down and absorbing protein, which means even if we eat enough of it, our muscles may not receive the full benefit. Actinidin helps solve this problem, ensuring the protein we consume is effectively absorbed and used to maintain and build muscle tissue. On top of this, yellow kiwi's antioxidants have been shown to reduce oxidative stress in muscle tissue by as much as 40%, leading to better endurance, reduced soreness after exercise, and steadier muscle performance over time. The story of Michael Harris. Consider the experience of Michael Harris, a 70-year-old retired park ranger from Boulder, Colorado. Michael had spent most of his life hiking, camping, and enjoying the outdoors. But as he entered his late 60s, he noticed his body slowing down. Even short hikes in the Rockies left him sore for days, and his digestion wasn't what it used to be. "I thought maybe my hiking days were behind me," he said, and that was hard to accept. During a routine checkup, Michael's nutritionist recommended he try incorporating more vitamin C-rich foods into his diet to help his muscles recover faster. Around the same time, his daughter, who lived in California, introduced him to yellow kiwis she found at her local market. Intrigued, Michael began eating one kiwi every morning with breakfast, sometimes pairing it with a drizzle of raw honey and a handful of walnuts. The results were remarkable. Within 2 months, Michael reported having more energy during his hikes and significantly less soreness afterward. His digestion also improved, thanks to actinidin helping his body better process the protein from his meals. "It's like my body was finally making use of the food I was eating," he said. "I feel lighter, stronger, and more capable, like I've turned back the clock." Simple ways to enjoy yellow kiwi. Incorporating yellow kiwi into a daily routine is easy, and the fruit's natural sweetness makes it versatile. Here are a few ideas. Morning boost. Eat 1 kiwi first thing in the morning to kickstart your day with vitamin C and natural sugars for energy. Protein pairing. Combine kiwi slices with Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or nuts to enhance protein absorption. Sweet treat. Freeze kiwi slices for a refreshing, nutrient-packed snack on warm afternoons. Energizing bowl. Mix kiwi with raw honey and walnuts for a quick, muscle-friendly meal. Because of its high vitamin C content, even a single kiwi per day is enough to make a meaningful difference for muscle resilience and recovery. Why it matters. For older adults, maintaining muscle strength isn't just about staying active. It's about preserving independence. Weak muscles increase the risk of falls, injuries, and reliance on others for basic tasks. The yellow kiwi offers a simple, affordable, and natural way to counteract these challenges. By improving protein absorption, boosting collagen production, and reducing inflammation, this golden fruit provides comprehensive support for muscles and overall vitality. The yellow kiwi proves that powerful solutions often come in small, unexpected packages. By adding this golden fruit to your daily routine, you give your body the tools it needs to stay strong, flexible, and energized, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Sometimes, the sweetest secrets to healthy aging are hidden in plain sight, right in the produce aisle. When you think of fruits that support muscle health, your mind may go straight to bananas, oranges, or berries. But there's another golden orange fruit, often overlooked in the United States, that carries surprising power for aging bodies: the loquat. Sweet, slightly tangy, and refreshing, loquats grow abundantly in backyard gardens across warmer regions, yet many people don't realize just how beneficial they can be for maintaining strength, mobility, and independence well into later years. The nutrient profile that sets loquats apart. Loquats are rich in potassium, soluble fiber, and carotenoids, all of which play vital roles in supporting healthy muscles. A serving of about 200 grams, 4 to 6 medium fruits, provides nearly 450 mg of potassium and 1.5 grams of soluble fiber. Potassium helps regulate muscle contractions and prevents cramps, while fiber improves digestion and nutrient absorption, ensuring the body makes the most of the protein and vitamins it consumes. But loquats have an even more unique advantage. They are among the few fruits that naturally contain ursolic acid, a plant compound shown in studies referenced by the American Heart Association to help preserve muscle mass and even promote new muscle growth in older adults. For people over 50, this is groundbreaking. Ursolic acid has been linked not only to improved strength and endurance, but also to a 30% reduced risk of sarcopenia, the gradual muscle deterioration that affects so many seniors. Combined with their antioxidant carotenoids, loquats provide a triple defense, protecting muscles from oxidative damage, supporting healthy recovery, and maintaining balance and mobility as the years pass. For a vivid example, consider the story of Susan Walker, a 65-year-old grandmother from Jacksonville, Florida. Susan had always enjoyed staying active. She loved gardening and playing with her grandchildren, but in her early 60s, she began experiencing frequent muscle cramps, weakness, and occasional falls that shook her confidence. "I started to feel like I couldn't trust my body anymore," she admitted. One afternoon, while visiting a neighbor, Susan was offered a bowl of freshly picked loquats from the neighbor's tree. Curious, she tried them and was surprised by their refreshing sweetness. After learning about their nutritional benefits, she decided to make them a part of her daily routine. For the next 3 months, she ate 4 to 6 loquats after her morning walks, sometimes stewing them with a touch of cinnamon and lemon juice for variety. The changes were undeniable. Susan noticed fewer cramps, faster recovery after gardening, and most importantly, a renewed sense of stability and confidence when moving around. "I felt like my legs belonged to me again," she said. Her energy levels improved, and she was able to keep up with her grandkids at the park without fear of tripping or losing balance. For Susan, loquats weren't just a fruit, they were a pathway back to independence. Easy ways to add loquats to your diet. If you live in a region where loquats grow, such as California, Florida, or Texas, you may find them fresh at farmers markets or even in your own neighborhood. Here are some practical ways to enjoy them. Fresh snack. Eat 4 to 6 loquats after light exercise to replenish electrolytes naturally. Stewed compote. Boil loquats with cinnamon and fresh lemon juice for a sugar-free dessert. Add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to improve carotenoid absorption. Smoothie boost. Blend loquats with Greek yogurt and a handful of spinach for a muscle-friendly shake. Salad topping. Slice loquats into a summer salad for a sweet and tangy twist. By pairing loquats with healthy fats, like olive oil, nuts, or seeds, you can maximize the absorption of their carotenoids and other fat-soluble nutrients, making each serving even more powerful. A simple fruit, a major difference. The lesson from loquats is simple. Muscle health doesn't always require complex supplements or expensive treatments. Sometimes the key lies in the fruits that nature provides right in our backyards. By incorporating loquats into a regular diet, older adults can support muscle growth, reduce the risk of sarcopenia, and enjoy greater confidence in their daily activities. Loquats may look modest, but their effects are profound. With potassium to prevent cramps, fiber to aid digestion, carotenoids to protect cells, and ursolic acid to boost strength, they are truly a golden fruit for aging muscles. For anyone looking to remain strong, balanced, and independent, loquats are not just a seasonal treat. They're a natural ally in the journey of healthy aging. Deep purple, tart, and bursting with flavor, wild blackberries are often seen as a delicious seasonal treat. But for older adults, they are much more than a sweet indulgence. They are a potent natural defense against muscle aging. While they may be small in size, wild blackberries pack an extraordinary concentration of nutrients that protect muscle fibers, improve circulation, and even sharpen memory and coordination. Together, these effects make them one of the most valuable allies in staying strong and independent well into later years. The nutritional edge of wild blackberries. Wild blackberries are especially rich in anthocyanins, the pigments responsible for their deep purple color. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress and inflammation, two of the primary drivers of age-related muscle loss. In addition, these berries provide generous amounts of vitamin C and manganese. Vitamin C supports collagen production, keeping muscles and connective tissues resilient, while manganese plays an important role in energy metabolism, ensuring muscles can perform efficiently during daily activities. According to studies from the National Institute on Aging, NIA, consuming just 100 grams of wild blackberries daily, about 10 to 15 berries, can slow muscle breakdown in adults over 65 by up to 25%. That's a substantial benefit for something so easy to add to a morning meal or afternoon snack. But the advantages of wild blackberries extend beyond muscle strength. Their unique nutritional profile has been associated with improved memory and coordination, two critical factors in reducing the risk of falls and accidents among older adults. In this way, wild blackberries support both physical and cognitive health, making them a true superfood for aging gracefully. The story of Harold Johnson. For a real-world example, consider Harold Johnson, a 74-year-old retired postal worker from Asheville, North Carolina. Harold had always been an outdoorsman, but by his early 70s, he struggled with fatigue, sore muscles, and a lack of balance that left him hesitant to hike the trails he once loved. "I felt like my legs weren't steady anymore," he recalled. "It was frustrating. I wasn't ready to give up being active, but I was scared of falling." One summer, Harold's granddaughter introduced him to wild blackberries she had picked along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Intrigued, Harold began eating a handful of fresh berries each morning with his oatmeal and sometimes blended them into smoothies with spinach and flaxseed oil. Over the next few months, Harold experienced noticeable changes. His legs felt stronger during walks, his recovery time shortened, and his balance improved. Even his memory sharpened, which he and his wife noticed during their weekly crossword puzzles. "I never imagined something so simple could make such a difference," Harold said. "Now I pick blackberries whenever they're in season. They've become part of my life, like a little gift from nature." Practical ways to add wild blackberries to your diet. One of the best things about wild blackberries is how versatile they are in the kitchen. Here are some easy and effective ways to enjoy them. Breakfast boost. Add a handful of fresh or frozen blackberries to plain Greek yogurt or oatmeal.